G'day everyone, it's Moltrosity, and today's video is a bit of a different one from what I'd normally do. I thought I would break down this 14 kill solo gameplay I got from my Twitch stream the other day. Just wanted to teach you guys some basic tactics on how to get better at Warzone, general gunplay, and overall game sense in this game, and show you how to play the game. Now, I'm spawning farmland here, and now you can see that there's a search objective on the house next to me. I've marked it, but because I dropped hot, I thought, you know, I'm not going to go for that. I'm just going to go for this house there. So what you basically want to do when you first drop in is just to loot up. Loot up as fast as you can, get as much money, as much cash as you possibly can. So I pick up a ram and a bison here, and also pick up another plate. Pick up this decoy, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I played up. And I chuck this decoy out the window just to see if there's any stragglers. So I chuck that through. Don't see anyone coming in. Could see that there's a mark on the red dot minimap. What you want to do is when you see a mark on the minimap is you want to mark it. Want to make sure that you know where that player is. So right here, kind of sussing in out, double checking to see if there's anyone in this house. No, not in that house. I'm running over here. Really, I should be running to another cover, but I was trying to get a high kill gameplay for this one. Basically, when you spawn off, you never want to go for search objectives at the start of the game, because there'll be a whole bunch of sweaties that'll drop on it and just pistol whip you to death, or just shoot you in the back, or there'll be a couple of guys there. So here I'm marking the target again. I'm not going to go into that house because that's where the search bounty was. It looks like someone already got it. I have no idea where that guy went. Okay, so just trying to see if I can get into this house to double check to see if there's a guy there. Doesn't look like there is. Pick up this crate. There is a yep, I'm going to swap out this RAM for the M91 because I really don't like the RAM in this game, but that's just personal preference at this stage. So basically it all depends on what you want to go for as well. If you're a newer player, you probably want to go for recons and just make sure you have a good loadout that you're wanting to do. So right here I see this guy, ping him, run after him. You notice there that I didn't shoot straight away. That's one thing you want to do in this game. Make sure that you have a clear shot before you kill somebody. So you want to make sure that, yep, so I run into this building. Yep, see two guys shooting at each other. I don't push up. Tag this guy a little bit. Want to push him a bit more? No, avoid the fight. That's another thing you want to do as well, is make sure you avoid fights that you don't need to get in. See this other guy, wrap around the side. And the drop shot as well. Tag him a little bit, break his armor, push, 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 push. If you break someone's armor, make sure they don't plate up. Make sure you go get them, because if they plate up, they'll have more of an advantage where you are. They'll be able to see you, especially early on in the game. Come up here, come up behind this guy. Another easy beam. So like I was saying before as well, make sure that if you're just going for wins, purely and solely, you're just going for wins, that's it. Make sure that you get recons, you get a loadout that you're comfortable with, that you've ranked up in multiplayer, and you just, as much as I hate to say it, it's not my game style, but just camp the end zone. After a while, you probably get to be able to be a bit more confident and be able to push gunfights. But for newer players, I'd suggest either doing the recons or another objective. Yeah, so I beamed that guy. Easy kill. Jump out of the window. So another thing that you can do as well is actually plunder to get yourself up on your game skill. So plunder is actually criminally underrated in this game. I'm not a huge fan of it just because I prefer going into a battle royale, just wrecking noobs like I did in this gameplay. You can see I already have 3 kills here, 3 easy kills. Okay, I see this car on the map, not pushing up, just double checking to see where he is. I was going to push to this house, but I thought that there might be a guy in there, so I'm pushing up on this car. See this guy, don't shoot him, seeing where he's going. Because at this stage I don't have clear shot, he could have an RPG or something. There's another guy on the map, mark both of them just to see where they are. And go from there, wrapping around. At this stage, I want to pull up a mistake that I made as well. I didn't check the building to my left there. So you can see next to me there's that ladder to go up there. I didn't actually check. I could have gotten banned from prison as well, but because I was playing for a high kill game, it's something that you want to do as well. You want to double check every corner that you go through so that you don't get beamed early on. So I'm coming up here, closing the door. That's one thing you want to make sure you do as well, is close every single door that you go to in the building, because when I come up to a building and I see a door open, I know there is a guy nearby. Now I see these 2 guys shooting. I'm trying to get a jump on this guy. For some reason I thought this guy was on the roof. So I jump on these hay bales here, jump on this post. You can actually get up on this roof. Do I just jump up again? Yep, jump up onto the roof. Also, another thing that you can do as well, if you want to be better at the game and if you have the full game as well, you can jump in through to multiplayer and you can go on through to a bot lobby. All you have to do is go to custom games. Sorry, one thing I just noticed there is I saw that guy was in there, chucked my deadie on, my dead silence for those people that don't know the abbreviation of dead silence, and just came up. He didn't know where I was, he couldn't hear me. He had a trophy up there as well, and just straight beamed him. Now I see this car coming in. Now I'm just trying to suss out where he's going. So he looks like he's going through the port, so I leave him for the time being. Continue looting the building because I'm not sure if this guy looted. That's one thing you got to do as well. Make sure you loot the whole building, get all the ammo that you can, get the weapons that you're comfortable with, and then go from there. So I can see that there's a king bounty over near prison, so I'm just kind of figuring out where everyone is. And you just can see there my brilliant display of my gamer face. So this guy's coming into the buy and he gets out and he has the king. So there's no point in me pushing them because I don't have the advantage here right now. I'm just going to wait for him to come into the building, pull out my bison. Can hear him. Easy beams, up the stair, see you later. And that's a 5 kill streak for me right there. Now my big fat noggin is in the way of the screen at the moment, I realize. But I have a decent amount of cash at the moment. So I'm going to go through to the buy. And I'm going to get myself, I'm pretty sure I get myself a self-res and a UAV. Usually, if I don't know where anyone is, I like to get myself a UAV before a self-res because I don't really like being near a buy. As you can see here, I'm kind of sussing it out, seeing if there's going to be anyone near me. I don't really like being near a buy if I don't really know where anyone is. So I'll pop a UAV just to see if there's anyone stragglers in farmland. There's a guy all the way out there. There's really no point in me pushing that guy because he's just too far away. So I'll ping this guy on the minimap here. I know there's 2 guys near the buy. One thing as well, instead of pinging 2 separate locations, which you can't do in the game, is if you ping a buy station or a vehicle or something like that, you're able to actually push up through to it and get the kill. So I can see this guy's on top blue. I know he's probably looking at the buy station, so I'm actually fine to be able to push up here. Now, if he was to lean over and peek me, I probably could have peeked behind one of those trees and gone from there. But at this stage, it doesn't look like he's peeking me. Running over here, there could have been a guy on the bridge there, which I could have drop shot and been able to kill that guy. So basically, I'm pushing up on this guy because I don't think he knows that I'm here. Running up here. Basically, this is a really risky push as well. If you're a newer player, I wouldn't suggest pushing this building here. I can see that someone's probably put an RPG there or something. If you have a C4, you can toss it up there as well, but overall, I wouldn't suggest peeking. Now, I see this guy's dead. Why is he dead? That's another thing as well. If you see a guy dead on the ground, just get out of there. There's a reason he's dead, so basically I just bail. There's no point in me being there. Now I'm going to go suss out those guys on the buy station. If you remember before, I peeked them. There's a vehicle coming in, but there's also a loadout drop as well. Now I've got slow circle, so I'm going to actually go pick up my loadout. You can see it here also that I pinged a bounty as well. If you mark a bounty or a recon or a scav contract and then it disappears, you can actually see that on the mini-map as well. So you go, okay, well I just marked a bounty on the map there and it's completely disappeared. So what's going on there? That's a bit weird. So I'm gonna come in here, gonna get my loadout. I can see that there's another crate there. I get my Bruin class with my RPG. Yes, I know, Sweatfest 101. But I wanted to have a good game. Pull out my heartbeat to double check to see if there's a guy on the minimap near his loadout. Pick up an armor satchel. I actually just reviewing this again, so I've reviewed this gameplay a couple of times, but upon watching it again, I didn't actually pick up that kill streak there, which could have been a UAV, which could have come in clutch to see where the guys, because the storm's wrapping in, so there's probably going to be guys from port coming in. So I'm just kind of gatekeeping these guys here. Now you can see that I have 17 seconds left on the clock. Just double check and see that I say, oh, the bounty's just disappeared. There's a guy there. Got the high ground. Look at this guy. Easy beams. Toronto Ultra skin, level 155. See you later. Now there's probably going to be 1 or 2 guys coming from port. So at this moment, it's still a slow circle. So I'm still picking up to see where the storm's coming in. Just checking to see if there's any guys, any stragglers on the bridge, maybe coming through the pines. Pull out my heartbeat. Oh, 13 meters. There's a guy right below me. Just double check to see where he is. I see him briefly here. Don't shoot at him until I have a good shot. You don't want to shoot at some guys on the map unless you can safely kill them. So he's right underneath me. So there's going to be at some stage where I'm going to be able to... So there's going to be at some stage where you can see a guy... Oh, I can see him here. He's about to go through the wall. Through the door, sorry. Easy beams. Wall bang. See you later. Goodbye. Dude was level 50. I don't think he really knew what he was doing. You'll get that. Once you get better at battle royales, you'll find some guys that just looks like they're playing Nintendo. But that's what I'm here for, guys. I'm here to make you guys better players and smarter rotation decisions. So at the moment, I'm looking at the rotation. I'm looking at the circle. Now, I could rotate through port, which I'm going to do. I didn't want to rotate through to prison because there's probably guys rotating from prison as well. Now, there also could have probably been guys that were rotating from port and through on that buy that I pinged before. Knew where those two guys were. Now, I know that there probably may be guys still there. So for some reason, I'm pulling out my RPG. I don't know what I'm doing that for. Now, you can see here that I'm slide cancelling. That's another advanced movement mechanic that I can actually do a video on as well if you guys are interested in that. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there that say how to slide cancel and bunny hop and all that type of stuff. But if you'd like to hear my explanation on that, feel free to chuck it in the comment section below, down below, and let me know if you guys want that. Do another sweep of the heartbeat just to double check because I saw those two guys on the UAV before. Now, this is a tricky little spot you can get up on. You can get up on these boxes and look at the buy station. Now, checking this out. There's a dead guy here. Like I said before, don't pick that. Wondering why that guy's dead. So there could be a couple of guys coming in from the right-hand side near farmland, so I'm kind of playing it safe at the moment. Just double-checking on the heartbeat again. Go to the buy station, grab a UAV. Oh, there is a guy right next to me. So I'm trying to figure out where this guy is. Get to cover. The guy doesn't know where I am. You can see on the map, I don't know if you can see that, but if there's a marker above the red dot, he's on top. If it's underneath, then he's underneath you. So I can see the guy, there's a guy on one of the pylons over there, and there's also a guy on top of me, and there's also a guy at the shack just across the way here. So I'm in a bit of a sticky situation here. So I ping that guy. The guy's still on top of me. I can hear that he's shooting at a guy next to me, so I kind of peek out just to double check to see where he is. At this stage, I have 7 kills, so I get another 7 kills in this game. He's not on the heartbeat, so he obviously has ghost. Now the storm's coming in, so I gotta make a play here. Gotta make a decision. There's still that guy on the pylon. He's shooting at the guy at the shack. Jump up on here. Now this guy could have come up behind me and beamed me. I'm fully aware of that. So this one was a bit of a risky push. Can see this guy here. He's probably low health from that gunfight. Take a bit of gas damage, no worries. Go through to the corner. Reload my Bruin. Now, I run my Bruin without a grip just because I play a bit more aggressively. I think this class at the moment is a VLK, a monolithic suppressor, 60 round, stippled grip, and the tack laser. I think that's it. So I know this guy's over here, so I'm just trying to gatekeep him a bit. See him on there, tag him a little bit, pull out my RPG, quick easy shot. Nope, hit him. Okay, this guy's beaming me. Alright, you can see here, put a cluster strike on me, so I'll bail out of here. Now, what I do here is totally a 200 IQ play. Try to get him a little bit. Cluster strike's still hitting me. He has no idea that I've rotated over here. And this guy has to rotate in about 20 seconds. So I'm running up here onto the rocks. Onto the rocks up here, behind this tree, and I prone out. Now, normally I don't advise proning in battle royales, but this guy has absolutely no idea I am here. He probably thinks that I've rotated more towards the shack. See you later. Easy beam. Now, the sensitivity that I play at is a 6.6, so you guys want to make sure that you have the right sensitivity for yourself there. You don't have to have 20 cents or whatever. I don't even know what the max is in this game. I was playing on an 11-11 for a while, and it was just missing shots. And you want to make sure that you have the right sense for your play style. Nothing wrong with having a lower sensitivity. You can still beam people pretty easy. You can see in this game at the moment I've got 9 kills. Now I'm running through farmland. Now this is a bit of a risky push as well, because there could be a guy sitting in the building. I get armor plates because I was low. Running in through this building. I should have heartbeated it in hindsight. Chucking some plates in. Pretty sure I do heartbeat at one stage. The storm's not super far away. Yeah, there's a heartbeat. Only one heartbeat. You don't need to do multiple heartbeats. I don't want to see you guys doing multiple heartbeats. So I'm running over here. Could have gotten shot in the back, but because my movement, because I'm moving around a lot, it's going to be hard for the target to hit me. I saw a guy before doing a recon as well. It's a bit of a ballsy move in the final zone. Running upstairs, double checking to see there's no guy up here. Did a quick sweep of the heartbeat. Now I'm going to sit here for a bit. So this is what's called gatekeeping. So when you sit at the edge of the circle, now I'm not actually fully in the circle. I'd recommend that for newer players, you guys sit in the full circle. So what you do is you wait for late stragglers to do late rotations in through to the zone. So there could be guys coming in here. Can't see anybody. Gas is on my ass. Decide to wrap around through to the right. Just double checking to see if there's anyone behind me, kind of, swinging back and forth. I thought that there may be a guy underneath me here, just kind of proning out, crouching, something like that. I can see there's a building there, and there's also a massive open plain before me. So this is a really risky push. I honestly thought I was going to die here in the gameplay. I thought that there was going to be someone camping in the bushes. I even said it in the live stream as well in the void. I was just running. I was like, there's no way that there's not a guy camping in one of these bushes somewhere on the mountain, something like that. I thought that I was for sure dead, but somehow I managed to get up here without anyone shooting me. There must have been more rotating towards lumber from the tents and from stadium. So this gameplay was actually before season 5 as well, so stadium hadn't opened up yet. So what I'm doing here is you can see that I'm crouching through to cover, wanting to get the best cover that I possibly can. You want to make sure that you're always moving. Never stay in one spot for too long, even if you got a bounty on your head, because the last thing you want is to have a good gameplay like this when you're having a heater, whether that be 1 kill or 5 kills for you guys or 20 kills. You want to always be moving around, slide canceling, jumping. I wire cancel just to keep my hands warm. Oh, don't want to go in the combat zone. That's bad. So you can see here that I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for late stragglers. I'm assuming that there's probably a guy on that mountain range just there. Judging from this, I've had up these circles a couple of times before. There may have been, you could see the cluster strike as well coming in there. I had to cut the video there. So usually the direction that the cluster strike or the airstrike is coming from is where the person is. So here I can see a guy in the distance. I don't know if you guys caught that. I want to make sure that he doesn't see me. Crouching down, and I get out of there. I don't want him sniping me. I don't want anything like that. So basically coming up to this dirt road, pulling out my heartbeat to see if there's anyone in this house here, because there literally could be some guy just chilling in here with a shotgun, and that's not how I want to die in this game, not when I'm on 9 kills. So I go on to get another 5 kills in this game. So I jump up here, double checking behind me to double check that there's no one behind me. Just double checking to see that there's no one late rotating in at the moment. Pull out my heartbeat to see if I can see that guy in the distance. No dice. Now I rotate back here because I want to make sure that there's no one wrapping behind me to get the kill on me. That's one thing you want to double check specifically in solos. There'll be people late rotating into the storm because they're often newer players. Loot this building to double check to see if there's any money or anything like that. You could see that there's a couple of bounties in lumber. Now pushing for that this late in the game would have been a very, very risky move. So you can see there in lumber there's a couple of bounties that I zoomed out with. Now there's a foul, floor loot foul. I could have picked that up, but it doesn't have a suppressor either. And you can see here in the end that this RPG actually comes in pretty clutch for me. I'm just checking my heartbeat again. At this stage in the map, it's going to be a lot of a slower gameplay. You don't want to be rushing end zone. That's one thing that you really don't want to be doing. You're going to get caught with your pants down. There's going to be some guy sitting in a bush, some guy sitting in a better power position that's already rotated sooner than you have. You don't want to be rushing him. You want to make sure that you have a good angle. You want to make sure that if it's on a high ground, you want to have the high ground like this. See right here, I have the high ground. So if anyone rotates in from lumbar or underneath me, easy beams. That guy's dead unless he's totally cracked or he's hacking or he's, you know, he's totally cracked on PC and he's just beaming me. So run down here, slide cancel, quick sweep of the heartbeat again. Going through this building. Okay, so I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for people to come in. I don't want anyone coming in from my left. I could have gotten one of those. Bounties can actually be pretty clutch late game if you want to. It's basically like a mini UAV for 3 minutes to see where the enemies are. Now, that could have been a guy in the shack as well, so I could have double checked that, but I wanted to wrap around. Stick to the gas as well in late zone. You want to stick to the gas so no one comes up behind you. Oh, this guy pops up right here. Easy beam, Bruin is a beast. See you later. 10th kill. Reload my Bruin. You can see here this guy has a gas mask, totally clutch. Take that. I wouldn't buy a gas mask if I were you guys. Late zone, there's always going to be someone with a gas mask. This guy hits me from the right-hand side. I see you later. I don't want to get sniped by that guy. Gas mask late game can be super clutch. Especially when you want to do a gas push. Gas push could actually get you the win. So I'm running up in this ridge here. Now I know there's probably going to be a guy up here because it's just at the edge of zone. I expect there to be a guy here. Look around, there's actually no guy here as well. Now, like I was mentioning before, gas push can be clutch. So I'm running through the gas here. My gas mask still has a couple of ticks, so you're not going to take damage at all from the storm if you're in the gas. So there's no point running in the open and getting beamed. So I'm right here, I'm camping behind this loadout. And as you can see in just a second, so I'm sitting here waiting for the gas to come in. There's 5 enemies left. I actually kill all 4 of them. I just realized. I have no idea how that guy didn't see me. I didn't see him till the last second. Get the headshot, reload my Bruin. Just double checking. This is a bit of a weird zone. So my guess is that usually you can go with the triangle theory. So if there's a zone, you guys can't see my hands, but if there's a zone, you can have one guy in the bottom right-hand corner, bottom left-hand corner, and the top corner here. Now this guy has another gas mask, so I make sure I pick that up because my gas mask had already taken a couple of ticks in the zone as well. So I'm rushing up here. The play is to get high ground in this situation here, just to double check to see if there's anyone sitting up here. Double checking behind me, kind of switching around. Now at this stage, if someone shoots me, I'm kind of boned. Now see, there's a loadout there, so I kind of back away. I'm assuming there's going to be a guy up here. Guy hits me from the side. I played up, trying to see where this guy is. Where is he? Oh, get absolutely beamed. This guy, that guy should have killed me. He had an MP5. I have no idea how that guy didn't kill me. That would have been the end of my game. That was an upset by that guy. I even say it in the stream. He totally should have killed me. Take a bit of gas damage. That's all good. I had a full gas mask. Let it tick over. Now at this stage, the gas is right in front of me. Now these last 2 guys are probably going to be on the left-hand side and near where that ATV is. So I'm kind of sussing it out, trying to get to cover. The left-hand side was not the push, because then I would have had those guys looking straight up at me. Going to the right-hand side, going from cover to cover. I can see this tree here. Running through to another tree. Jumping on this rock. Seeing if the guy's behind me, up on the ridge, if he's rotating late from the left. At this stage, you can see that I'm sitting just at the edge of the zone. I'm not in the middle. If I was in the middle at the moment, I probably would have lost this game. Running from cover to cover. Trying to see where these last two guys are. There's probably going to be a guy, like I said, on the left-hand side of the triangle and also on the right-hand side here. So I see a guy near the trees over there. Just trying to suss it out to see where he is. Now the storm's rotating to the right, so I'm at a disadvantage. I could see him here, beam him a little bit, pull out my RPG. Easy kill. See you later. 13th kill. Now there's one more guy and I need to rotate to the right. Taking gas damage. Rotate to the right. I can see this guy's running. It looks like he's running a knife and he's also using smokes. So I know that I'm safe here. If he had any other gun, I probably would have died. He chucks a really good Molotov. I'll give him that. This guy's running towards me. Now this is where the RPG really comes in clutch. I hit him a couple of times. He pulls out his gold riot shield. 1 RPG. 2 RPGs. See you later. Shoot him. Goodbye. That's it. Anyway, guys, that'll be the end of the gameplay. That was a 14 kill wheel with the Bruin. I hope that you guys enjoyed this type of gameplay. If you guys want to see any more, please let me know, and I'm happy to do another one of these. I'm also happy to do subscriber gameplays as well if this does well and you guys want to see that as well. You can see these types of gameplays as well over on my Twitch. I stream every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. I also upload a YouTube video every week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. So if you guys like this type of content, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe in the description below. And I'll make sure to see you guys on the next video. Take care and peace.